Hey guys, it's Snazzy Blocks here, and I'm joined by Roboman, my awesome co-host. And we are doing episode 15, or 14, technically speaking, of the EgoSurf Podcast today. It's been a minute since we last did an episode. How you doing, Robo? How's the day going?
All things considered, my day's been alright. I kind of pulled an all-nighter up until like 2, and then I went to bed around that time, and then I woke back up at 8, so my sleep schedule is all sorts of weird now.
It's all over the place at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, I got good sleep, it's just kind of funky, but yeah, other than that, I got a blackberry bubbly. I'm chilling. Since the last time there's been an episode uploaded, a lot has happened.
Yeah, it's been a while.
And Ezra visited me in New Jersey, and hopefully that episode should be coming out soon, because we recorded a live episode, but Ezra is Ezra hasn't given us the footage yet. He's just kind of sitting on it.
Yeah, it's gonna come out. If you guys, so we're gonna have a live action episode come out. We're gonna call it episode 14 in the video, but there's a lot of news to talk about in the last week and a half. And we kind of want to get to it before it's irrelevant. So
the live action episode, how all the things we talked about are irrelevant.
Yeah, we talk about Dr. Disrespect in that episode, so it's gonna be big throwback episode. Yeah. We live in such a funny time where somehow that's irrelevant, and it's only been 3 weeks or something, a month since it happened. Let me
other than that, I got canceled.
Oh my gosh, you got canceled. You did get canceled. What'd you get canceled for, Robo? Tell me about this cancellation. How real was it?
It wasn't real at all. I got canceled for being friendly to a woman.
Oh no.
Respecting women, guys.
Nah, you can't do that. Illegal.
No. Yeah, so that was fun. And then, it was a whole thing. It
doesn't help that while the guy was canceling you, he mistook me for someone else.
Oh yeah.
So it's either he's a moron,
or he's purposely malicious.
It's one or the other.
It wasn't a good faith video. It wasn't in good faith. There's no world where that guy was trying to actually bring me to justice, because there was nothing to bring me to justice to.
Yeah.
The only substantial thing he had on me was that I made a racist joke one time. Sue me.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it was fun.
Let me real quick. Guys, we're not gonna go super in depth on it because it's not worth talking about, honestly. It was so dumb. It was by some guy with less than 1,000 subscribers, and there's 8 billion people in the world. No one really cares. So anyway, he told us some funny little controversy that no one cares about.
No, it was fun. It was genuinely
it actually was entertaining.
It was really fun. Me and Snazzy and the boys sat in a Discord call together, and we reacted to the video. I live streamed it. It was hilarious.
I think I have that on video somewhere.
You recorded the 51-minute video.
Yes,
which is insane.
That was a great one. Well, in terms of our weeks, since obviously we had that, here I'm gonna tell everyone real quick what I did. Honestly, it's been pretty this last month has been very kind of nothing. It's just been doing my job, getting my work done, doing things here and there with friends. Obviously, besides going to New Jersey earlier, has it been a month already?
It's been 3 weeks.
It's in 3 weeks. Okay. Besides that, which was obviously a big thing, haven't done a ton. I've been kind of being saving money because I'm saving up for a trip to Japan, which I am excited to do in March. So besides that, I've been, kind of frugal with my spending. So I haven't been doing a ton, but no huge car expenses, which is always a W.
Yeah.
Robo, you uploaded a video, finally.
Yeah, I uploaded a video on Neon White, a super good indie game that you guys should check out. You know how much I love my indie games, so. That was,
I like the gameplay looks fun. I like from without playing it, knowing nothing about the story, like I know it's not a rhythm game. It might be. I don't know.
It's super responsive.
It looks like a rhythm game, a tiny bit.
Kind of. I mean, like, you have to do things at specific times to get to specific places. It's really a first-person boomer shooter mixed with a movement card game, which sounds ridiculous, but game is great. Check out Neon White. Seriously, great game.
Check out Robo's cool video. He did a good job on it. Some funny laughs in it, especially at the very beginning. That one first joke.
That was a good bit, yeah.
So obviously, a ton of stuff has been going on. The biggest thing that's most recent, obviously we've got a new season of Fortnite coming out. It is a Marvel season again. Yeah. Pretty cool. Bro, what did you think about the last Marvel season? Were you like a fan of it? Were you kind of like whatever on
it? B tier. I think it's good.
B tier.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
I don't maybe you'll be shocked by this actually. So obviously I buy everything cosmetics wise and everything. Like I own most cosmetics in the game. When it comes to seasons and battle passes, I am missing a couple battle pass cosmetics from battle passes I actually played. And one of them is the prisoner. I don't own the prisoner.
Really?
Yeah, I just didn't do the challenges. I don't know what was going on that week of my life, but I just for some reason didn't play. So I'm missing that. And then I'm missing Rocket Raccoon from chapter...
What?
Yeah. Unless I'm like forgetting, I think he's literally a back blank, right? Like...
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't own him. So I just don't own Rocket Raccoon, because, why would I go for that? He was one of the bonus awards, apparently, and I just didn't grab him. It was one of my least favorite seasons of all time, mostly because I was still sort of comp-brained at the time, and I hated the mythics, and felt like... I don't know, I didn't like the gameplay. I also was like, this is still like the time when Fortnite was like, we want it to feel like Fortnite, not some other game. And nowadays we're all desensitized to that. Obviously, it's like, at this point, no,
it's the norm.
If you're complaining about it, you're yelling at a wall that's now been there for 3+ years, 4 years. So, I'm hoping this season's good. I really am.
Gameplay looks great.
Yeah.
Honestly, from the trailer, it looks really good. I'm obviously super excited about Mysterio coming to the game. That's my favorite Marvel character.
Yeah.
I am #1 Mysterio fan. Literally my favorite Marvel character. So I'm extremely excited about him coming.
The Mysterio fans all just came out of the woodworks when this trailer dropped. They're like, Mysterio! I was like, oh.
Hey, honestly, I've seen the most love for Mysterio and Gwenpool are like the most hyped up.
Yeah,
scenes, I think this job.
I think Mysterio, aesthetically speaking, is actually like. I mean, I'm not like a giant fan of him. Like, he's a cool character, but like I'm not like a diehard fan. But I do like his design. I really do like his design.
It's really interesting. It's super unique.
Yeah.
There's nothing like him. In fact, I'm pretty sure this year for Halloween I'm gonna go as Mysterio. So be on the lookout.
How would you do the head?
You just get a. So what you do? You just get a plastic fishbowl head.
You fill it like Christmas lights or what?
Yeah. So then I'm gonna fill it with green lights on the rim, and then I'm going to put in cotton balls all around it, and then leave the front cotton ball list, and then put on a white morph suit, so it still looks like there's no face there.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I see the vision.
And then I'm just because Mysterio has so many different looks, I'm probably gonna take a bunch of different design aspects from a bunch of different Mysterio looks. I'm gonna take some from the comics, take some from the games, take some from the movie, and kind of combine them all together into like what my Mysterio outfit would look like. I want it to be unique. I wanted to do something a bit more elegant. I was thinking about giving him like a vest and like a bow tie or some stupid shit. I don't know.
That'd be kind of funny.
I think it'd be kind of silly, or like a cloak. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. But,
another thing I noticed in this trailer, and obviously people noticed it, we have Gwenpool, which is obviously like, just like Spider-Gwen. There's Gwenpool. There's a Peely reskin of Wolverine. There's another, the War Machine is a reskin of Iron Man, kind of. Doctor Doom, obviously, we have another. So, like, a lot of these skins kind of already existed in the previous Chapter 2 Season 4 Battle Pass. And, and the Black Panther reskin. I'm mixed on it. I don't know if I'm, like, weird for that, but, like, the skins feel almost too similar.
I'm not mixed on it.
You are mixed on it?
No, I'm not. I'm not mixed on it.
Not.
I think it's fine.
Do you like, what's his face? Not Gwenpool. How do you feel about them doing another Peely? I feel like we have so many of them, dude.
So my take is like, yeah, it's sort of boring, but also Peely is a super popular skin. Why would they not? Like, it makes sense from a marketing standpoint, and honestly, it doesn't affect me because I'm still going to get the Battle Pass and get Mysterio and going off my life. It's not really gonna hurt me in any way if he's in the game or not.
I guess for me, I go in my locker and I look at Peely and I have
I only own 2
Peely
skins, so like I'm not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, is there a Chapter 5 Season 4 Battle Pass?
You know, I'd be curious what their sales are for Peely, because I don't know, like, if the average player gets excited about Peely beyond, like, oh, he's just funny. Like,
yeah.
Are you really gonna buy another Peely skin? Like, are you really? You know,
I'm looking at it right now. We're getting Jonesy Captain America, female Black Panther, War Machine Gwenpool, Peely Wolverine, Emma Frost, which is someone you didn't mention.
Yeah, I forgot about her.
Yeah, deep cut X-Men character, Doom, and Mysterio.
Who is Emma?
I think all these skins are different enough to be their own thing. I mean, to be honest, the Tony Stark we got in the Marvel Battle Pass before looks nothing like the War Machine we got here. I mean, obviously they look somewhat similar. They are based on, each other, but like this is a whole different color scheme and he looks visually different.
Yeah.
Same thing with Gwenpool. You could be like, oh, that's Deadpool. No, it's not. That's Gwenpool.
Nah, it's Gwenpool.
That's their own thing. Yeah.
Do you know who Emma Frost is? Like, I have zero clue.
I think she's a villain for X-Men. She's an X-Men villain.
Yeah. She's kind of bad, you know? That's my opinion on the skin.
Okay.
That's all I know.
Yeah, Mysterio kind of bad.
My gosh.
Got a fishbowl head.
Baddie.
Yeah.
Pretty hot.
Awesome. I don't know. I think it's fine if there's reskins in the reskins in quotation marks. I think it's fine. You're spending $10, you get your V-Bucks back, and you get skins. Stop complaining.
Yeah.
That's my takeaway. Yeah.
Beyond this season being clearly Disney themed, we had D23 happen, which was basically like a giant, like, hey guys, check out all the things we're making for Disney. And we got The Incredibles is coming to Fortnite, and we also have Disney villains, Maleficent, Captain Hook, and Cruella, right?
Oh, is he going to reload a gun?
It's Cruella, right?
Yeah.
Wait, what about Cruella?
The 101 Dalmatians woman?
Yeah, Cruella, right? That's what her name is, right?
Yeah.
What was the other thing you mentioned? Like, blanking?
What?
I thought you said there was a third thing never mind. Anyway, Disney is clearly they're doing a lot.
Really trying to tap in with the youth. They're really trying to get in there. But,
I don't know how I feel about the Disney villain. Like, this is one of the first collabs where I'm like sitting here like most of the time I don't really care. Like, there's very few collabs in the game where I'm like, this doesn't really make sense to hold a assault rifle, or whatever. But they're adding Maleficent, who's like a ancient witch, and then Cruella maybe makes sense, and then
isn't she like mafia or something?
Yeah, she's like that. She has a car. She could be mafia-esque. I don't know. She's evil.
I don't remember.
But and then there's what's his face?
Captain Hook. Give him a flint knock. Just give him a flint knock.
Give him a flint knock. I don't know. How do you feel about them adding these, like, they're gonna add more IPs too? They're like even more.
I don't
we know
care.
Frozen's coming too.
I think it's fun. I don't know. It doesn't bother
It
me.
doesn't like weird you out at all.
No.
You don't think there's like any collab that like feels off the table for the game at this point?
Honestly, no, not really. There's really nothing that they could add that would surprise me these. When we got Peter Griffin, that was like when I was like, oh, okay,
So
they'll just do anything.
Yeah.
No, that was my takeaway.
They'll make anything work.
I mean, like, Snazzy, did it feel weird when Leonardo from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles held a shotgun? Or was that one not?
No, I mean, I actually thought about TMNT when I was sort of talking about this. It's not that it's weird, but I do feel like it kind of works a little better because they fight guys with guns and like villains with like laser rifles and things. Like, I don't know, I associate fighting with them, so it helped a bit.
I guess, yeah.
That was the only, but I think TMNT was on the edge a tiny bit. Yeah. Clearly Fortnite's becoming, I'm hoping that the season's just like kind of like Chapter 2 Season 4, where it became very corporate for like a second, and then it kind of goes back to like the usual quota. I just don't want to find out we're getting like every Disney property every month. Like, please space it out a tiny bit, you know? That's kind of
what
I want.
I mean, after this season, we're probably going to... maybe we'll get a event this season at the end, or maybe they'll save the event for Chapter 2, whatever it's called. Fucking...
Chapter 6?
Chapter 2. No, because in November we're getting the Chapter 2 map coming back.
Oh, the Fortnite Retro, or whatever the heck they call it.
Whatever it's called. Yeah. Basically, Fortnite OG Chapter 2 is what we're getting in November.
Yes.
So they're gonna have to explain that, I guess, in the storyline, because this is just what they're doing these days. Where it's like, oh, we're going back to the old map. At the end of every chapter now. I can't wait for Chapter 6. We go back to Chapter 3. Oh boy. And then Chapter 7. We go back to Chapter 4.
I was thinking about it. I'm like, I don't know if they like. Okay, I mean, there's a reason they're doing. It seems like they're only doing Chapter 2 seasons 1 through 3, which is not a lot overall.
I would have preferred Chapter 2 Season 2, Chapter 2 Season 5, Chapter 2 Season 7. The reason is because each one of those maps feel different enough.
Yeah.
I feel like going from Chapter 2 Season 1 to Chapter 2 Season 2, the only difference is like the agency, the grotto, like those are locations, but the map still feels basically the same. While in Chapter 1 OG, it was like the ice biome.
Yeah.
And all that, like, it was, stuff got added.
I personally think this is gonna be a one-time thing where they do Chapter 2 comes back, and maybe years down the road they do it again. But I have a feeling this is gonna be like, they're gonna test it, and I feel like it's not gonna do nearly as well as Chapter 1 did coming back. And then they'll probably just bring Chapter 1 back every year for the rest of the time, during November. Because it does seem kind of like a smart move. They have 4 seasons that are all 2 to 3 months.
And then they have that one extra month, and then
they launch into Christmas / the next chapter every season.
It's a perfect way to get people into Fortnite around the holiday season, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Bring back Chapter 1 or Chapter 2. Everyone gets on. The new chapter drops. And everyone spends all their mommy's credit cards on Fortnite bucks, and
Another thing that, obviously we're talking about all these skins that are, all these reskins that have been coming, and, we have a skin
there was a skin.
There was a skin that came out, it's not a reskin. Well, it technically is a reskin.
This skin triggered the collapse of the Fortnite Battle Pass economy, basically.
It kind of did, low-key.
Yeah. There was a butterfly effect.
We'll talk about it after we talk about this skin. Here, let me show it on screen. Paradigm returned. Robo, you didn't own Paradigm either, right?
No, me and you both did not own Paradigm. I just never got her. I don't know why I didn't get her, because I like the skin.
Mm-hmm.
I think my brain was like, I'm gonna hold off on my V-Bucks so I can get the Chapter 2 Battle Pass, because Chapter 2 got leaked.
Yeah.
When she was released, and I'm like, I'm just gonna get the Battle Pass.
I don't know why I didn't buy her either, because, like, okay, I was exclusive brained. Like I was like trying to be like, oh, I want all the skins that are gonna be like rare and stuff. But I don't know why I was like they literally said it's never coming back, and I was like, I have World Warrior. And then
I think me and you called Fortnite's bluff. We're like, exclusive?
Sure,
yeah,
buddy.
Okay. And then it came back. Like,
and then 5 years later, where's my money at?
Yeah. I think we actually called their bluff.
Yeah. I like the skin too. I think it's funny that's like a Singularity reskin.
And I mean the skin looks good. It's weird because she is supposed to be Singularity. It's heavily implied, and then Chapter 3 rolls around and it's Brie Larson. Okay, okay guys. Okay.
They retconned it so they could make it some random celebrity. Because that's better, I guess. I don't know.
Awesome.
But yeah, the skin came back. There was lots of memes. The best part of this whole thing was it came back. And then it was out for 1 hour, by the way. If you didn't know, or not you, but chat, if you didn't know. And chat, yeah. Chat. It was out for 1 hour, and you had the chance to buy it, and if you got, if you were on, you got it. And then they took it out, and for some reason they were like, yeah, guys, this was an accident. Oopsie whoopsie. Also it came back because of the freaking McDonald's order meme.
Yeah.
Which is kind of
insane.
Funny. They're like
the Fortnite item shop AI mixed up the paradigm and the order because they're both part of the same set.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so then it came back, and then they were like, hey guys, oopsies, guys, we're gonna take the skin back. And then
people freaked out.
Twitter freaked out, and
because
there's also that.
There's
been we've talked about it on this podcast before. There's been a sentiment that like, should exclusives come back ever, and like, does it really matter anymore?
By definition, they shouldn't because they're exclusives. But like, dude, it doesn't hurt. They've brought back Fresh's main skin, Reflex, and then gave OG owners an edit style, like what they're gonna do with Paradigm. I'm assuming at the start of next season. So
I think I think the reason is probably because I think people don't care anymore because the game's been around for almost 7 years. All
the people that cared about OG stuff never coming back have migrated off of this game, and they no longer play it anymore.
Or so they don't care.
Or they don't care anymore. All that's left are like, dude. Snazzy, I would not be surprised if there is a bigger majority of players who started playing in Chapter 2 than there is who played in Chapter 1 that continue to play the game to this day. I would not be surprised. Straight up.
You think?
I think there are more people who started playing Fortnite in Chapter 2 and are still playing it now than people who started in Chapter 1 and are still playing it now. I'm so serious.
Yeah. Well, okay, so we know... I don't know why I have this number in my head. I feel like a long time ago I heard that we had 80 million people playing the game at some point before Season X ended. And obviously at some point we heard the number 250 million, now we're at 500 million. The majority of players have not played Chapter 1. Original Chapter 1, not the remake of it. But yeah, I think the majority of people that care like I do, or not even like me, I honestly... I don't really... If they brought back Chapter 1 Season 4, I would be mad. Like, if the Battle Pass came back, I would be upset. But I would also, like, only care for, like, 2 days. And then I would, like... I own 1,800 other outfits, who cares? That's kind of like how...
I would be more mad if they brought back Rue.
You'd be mad if they brought back Rue?
Yeah, dude. I'm gonna throw a fit on Twitter. I'm gonna, like, blow up the headquarters. Epic, I'm joking. Epic, it's a joke. It's a prank. I love you guys.
It's so weird. It's so weird that people don't care. It's like, it used to be such a big thing, like skin rarity and like rare skins and all that, and like that ecosystem's completely dead. Like,
Fortnite rarity just doesn't matter. I just don't think people care anymore. It's just that simple. People just...
It's probably also, like, I've thought about this before. I watch a couple other people who, like, sort of semi-collect or play the, have lots of cosmetics. There's a lot of people that have the sentiment... Yeah. There's a lot of people that have the sentiment that they will never own everything in the game. And therefore, like there's not this, like, seeking after like these rare outfits because it like there's the you're never gonna have them. Back in the day when we were playing in Chapter 1 and every skin that was like rare, like Ghoul Trooper and Skull Trooper, like those skins were, I mean, relatively not, 150 days gone. Oh, that's so rare. And like everyone wanted those skins, and that's because there was less outfits in the game at the time. Now there's like almost 2,000 skins in the game. Like why do you care if you don't have one of them? You know, like, it's just, I think the game's grown so big that it's like, it's not being held up by that. It's being held up by the gameplay or, all the other game modes that are currently in the game now at this point.
Yeah.
There was a conspiracy theory that this was done, that Paradigm was brought back as testing the waters to see if Battle Pass exclusivity could be messed with at all. And that's actually a perfect transition. I'm on fire today.
Yeah, dude, you're going off today.
I'm going off today. Robo, what do you think about the recent changes to the Battle Pass that are coming this season?
So, to explain, Battle Pass items starting next season can come back after 18 months of being in the game, basically.
Yeah.
Or just after that Battle Pass ends. Which, could come back, it's not a guarantee. It's also, I think they said items, not just skins, so it could be a glider, it could be a pickaxe, it could be an entire group of skins. Yeah. I think that is fine. Yeah. The Battle Pass used to be exclusive, used to be like, oh, I got my OG John Wick Season 3, I got my Black Knight. It's kind of not like that anymore. People just don't care, I feel like, and I think this is fine. It's going to suck for someone who really wants Doctor Doom, or really wants Gwenpool, or really wants Mysterio, but couldn't get them because they just didn't play during that time. And with Fortnite putting more exclusive, like crossover skins that are exclusive to the Battle Pass, it makes a lot of sense to do this. Also, 18 plus months, it says 18 plus months. It's not just like 18.
Solid
like, it could
year
be,
and a half,
it could be like,
2
it
plus.
could be 3 years, it could be 5, we could wait 10 years for it's going to come back.
Yeah. It's, like you said, I don't think people, like, I'm not going to be sitting here in, like, I don't know, let's say I'm playing Fortnite in 4 years from now, which I don't know, maybe I will be. Probably will be. I don't think anyone's I'm going to be sitting here like, man, I love my exclusive Gwenpool skin. Dude, you should have played back then, man. This is my OG Gwenpool. No one cares. The only thing that people will care about, if anyone does...
You're not OG. Like you're not OG, little bro. You ain't like me. We're not OG.
And also, I think the reason why they said that there's a chance stuff might not come back is because, one, like let's say they put an icon skin in there, like Neymar Jr., like they did that one time. There's a chance that a skin might not, like that could have a controversy, and then the skin can't come back because of that. And there's also, like, contracts that you got to think about. Like, what if they have a contract with Gwenpool? Or, sorry, I thought of the example Spider-Man. You know how, like, they have the Venom suit of Spider-Man, a part of the Spider-Man Battle Pass skin in the Battle Pass? I was thinking, like, okay, what if that literally has a separate contract, and for some reason they couldn't, and it was in this next Battle Pass, they couldn't sell it after a year or something. Like I don't know. And they literally mentioned, like, there's certain skins that might come back with different amounts of styles and stuff. Like, I think that they might have said that because there's just certain things that might not come back, like, because of contracts. Like, there's a lot of collabs that still haven't returned, like Travis Scott, Kratos, the Ferrari skins, Balenciaga for obvious reasons.
It's been a minute since Master Chief came back also.
Master Chief. There's a lot of contracts that just expire. Borderlands. I guarantee you that's exactly what's going to happen with these collab skins and battle passes sometimes. Like, the contract might run out, and that's why they won't be able to come back. So, I think that's probably what's going on there.
Borderlands movie. Don't I wish you were actually good?
It's so weird. Like, I actually don't mind this change at all. I don't think it's, like, controversial, or it's not, like, that controversial. But I do, like, it's weird because I don't like things changing. I like things staying the same, and I do enjoy, like, I just feel like it's, like, part of Fortnite's DNA, and for some reason, like, that's making me, like, slightly not like the idea of like stuff being just available at all times. FOMO is so like ingrained in the video game, so
it's odd, but it's a welcome change, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Speaking of Marvel, because we are getting a Marvel Battle Pass, Deadpool and Wolverine came out.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it was really good. It was very good. It was really good. Guys, Marvel made a movie that I like for the first time since Spider-Man.
Insane.
Awesome.
Absolutely
The last
crazy.
Marvel movie I saw was Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, and I literally haven't seen anything since that movie, which was 2 years ago, because that movie was such a big disappointment to me.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, that movie sucked.
Marvel's basically sucked. So, I actually think that was one of their better movies that came out. It goes I'm saying after Endgame, by the way. Multiverse of Madness, Guardians 3, and then Deadpool and Wolverine are probably like the three decent movies that come out.
You're missing Spider-Man Far From Home and Spider-Man No Way Home.
Sony Spider-Man movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, this movie was great, and I think it's because, one, they're making fun of themselves because Disney's stupid. They've treated this property like garbage. And the other reason is the staff.
The movie's good. It's funny. The movie's funny. Like, the actors are good. Hugh Jackman, amazing actor. Ryan Reynolds, amazing actor. You know? And, you know...
They're competent people working this thing.
Yeah. Of course, when Blade comes on screen or Gambit comes on screen, and goes, "Whoa, I'm about to make a name for myself." Of course, I'm gonna soy Wojak put at the screen. Yeah, of course, I'm gonna like pog face soy Wojak at the screen, like Marvel nerd with all my Chunko Pops in the back, you know.
Yeah.
But like, it's even though they're cameos, they're integrated well into the movie where it's plot relevant and it isn't just like, oh, fucking John whatever his name, Krasinski. The guy from The Office. The guy from The Office plays Mr. Fantastic, and he's there for 5 seconds, and then he dies.
And his head explodes, yeah.
Yeah, these characters are more integral to the plot. Even, you know, if Johnny Storm did die, he still was in the movie for like 5 minutes, dude.
It was also like a it was kind of like a send-off to
the Fox universe.
To the Fox universe, which also is a good reason to do it.
Exactly.
Yeah, the movie actually had, like, the staff that made this movie were the people that made Deadpool 1 and 2. And they're all very talented people. The people that have been working on the most recent Marvel projects, minus Loki Season 2 and the other 4 or 5 movies we mentioned, absolutely talentless. Don't know what they're doing. They have $200 million budgets, and their movies suck.
Yeah, I just... Action's good. Villain was good. Plot was good.
Bro, the music.
Was good. Yeah.
You wanna, dude? The other night, we should talk about this real quick. The other night, me and Robo were, they just released like the official version of the choir edit of Madonna's Like a Prayer.
Yeah.
And we were like, as someone made an edit with that song on Twitter, and me and Robo were like, I wonder what this would go really well with. And bro, you want to tell them what we picked?
We were like, Bruno's death scene from part 5,
bro,
where he's ascending to the heavens with the golden clouds and all the angels.
I just have him playing on my Chrome tab, like, randomly, and it just magically worked. It was so awesome.
It was great.
Anyway, music's great in this movie. Ryan Reynolds is awesome.
It's just a feel-good movie. It just feels...
Yeah.
Good to watch.
I've seen it twice.
Yep. I'm very happy with it. It's funny because I've never seen a Deadpool movie until like a month ago when this movie started, like, you know, when it was about to come out. I was like, oh dang, I gotta watch both the Deadpool movies now. So I binge watched them real quick and I was like, okay, awesome. Yeah. So great movie. Thank you, Marvel, for making something that I can appreciate and like.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So Deadpool likes to make fun of like very controversial things. Something that's been kind of controversial. Well, let's start with Fire Monkey. He's the smaller of the two.
Okay.
What do you? I mean, we kind of talked about this before.
Yeah, I DM'd you about it.
Yeah, you're the one who mentioned it to me. What are you feeling about it?
So,
or explain the situation first. Because
Okay,
beer's
Fire
not
Monkey, when he was 17, was talking to a 13-year-old and a 14-year-old, and he was just making jokes to them, like edgy jokes.
He asked about
And
hentai. Wait.
yeah, like
Yeah.
jokes about, like, I think it was like some terrorist jokes, some like maybe like a racist joke, maybe a joke about like hentai and porn. And
Yeah.
it's not, he's not a pedophile. He's just,
No, he's not.
he's just
He's just weird.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you
It's weird.
expect from a guy who wears a Santa hat all year? And
What do you
does-
what do you expect from a guy who commissions Slime Girl art?
Yeah.
Like, are we serious?
Yeah. I think people, people are obviously cancel culture hungry. I hate it. It's just everyone. If anyone says anything wrong or does anything wrong, there's no such thing as grace or forgiveness. You're just an evil person immediately. Yeah, I think it's weird. Like, funny enough, I don't want to say I had a similar situation because I didn't. But when I was 17, I was obviously a young senior in high school, and I had a classmate of mine who was a freshman, and she was 13. And her and a friend of hers who was a sophomore would hang out with me and go get Del Taco, and it's like odd, but at the same time, I think there's a reason why we have age like sets, kind of like 18 plus, 21 plus, 13 to set. 13's borderline, but like, just use your brain. Don't be stupid.
Just don't make those types of jokes around people who are uncomfortable with it. And even like from personal experience,
say that you're uncomfortable.
Yeah,
uncomfortable.
don't just sit there. Don't just sit there and not say anything. Make it known to the person.
Remove yourself from the situation if you don't like it.
Yeah, remove yourself from the situation, or tell the person, "Hey, man, you're making me feel uncomfortable. Can we not talk about this?" And 99% of the time, the person's gonna go, "Oh, my bad."
Yeah, I don't believe in the excuse. Oh, I don't wanna make you shame you, or like I don't wanna. I don't wanna
shame you, but I'll shame you in 3 years when you get big.
Yeah. When it benefits me.
Yeah.
No, it's
by the way, we are not defending Fire Monkey. We are simply saying, like, it's being blown out of proportion. He is weird. He did weird things.
Yeah.
We don't respect him for it. We aren't like, let's go Fire Monkey. We're just saying, like, bro, he's not a pedophile. He's just weird.
Yeah, he's just weird. I think he handled it well. He kind of just...
He handled it as well as he could with the entire...
He didn't apologize in the first response, which Hypex pointed out. It sucks, though, for him, because he is now, like, kind of cast out of the whole...
Outcast of the leaker group.
Yeah.
He's no longer in the big three. The big three was kind of Fire Monkey, Hypex, Shinna.
Now it's just the big two.
Now... Yeah, it's kind of just the big two now. He's gonna get kind of flamed for this for a while, and I hope he recovers. He's probably not a terrible guy. I don't know him. I don't know him.
Robo mentioned,
I hope he's, I'm gonna play devil's advocate here. He's probably not a terrible person. So just.
Robo mentioned the slime girl thing. This is not like, I don't really mind talking about it. It's not a big deal. I have a friend who's
It's also not, like, private. Like, Fire Monkey is, like, known for liking this, by the way. We're not, like, exposing him or anything,
I have a friend who's an artist. I'm not gonna name him. He made an art piece for Fire Monkey that he commissioned. And, he told him what he wanted and all this stuff. And the artist at the time was either 16 or 17 years old between the two. And this art piece was like some sexy slime girl, and
it wasn't porn. It was just a bit suggestive.
It's a girl without pants on, with a shirt, like an oversized shirt.
Yeah.
And it was just kind of weird.
But that artist got paid. They got paid for their work.
They got paid.
For the bag. For the bag.
Yeah, that was one of the big ones. Obviously Fortnite news related. The other big one that so getting outside of the Fortnite circle.
We're bursting the Fortnite bubble.
We could have two. It's like two things. It kind of started with one thing in the beginning, and then it became something else bigger. You want to start with Ava Chris Tyson first, and then we'll move into...
Yeah. Here, let me yap about this a bit here, guys. All right. Ava Chris Tyson is a very controversial figure on the internet because they are trans, and some people don't like transgenders. But they were getting flamed for a long time. Obviously, Mr.Beast is like, that's my best friend, Ava Chris Tyson. Don't be mean to her. Turns out Ava Chris Tyson is a weirdo. And
pedophile.
Pretty creepy. Basically a pedophile. It's like it's basically there.
I mean, honestly, we don't know because I mean it's really bad. There's 500,000 plus messages that were leaked and stuff, but apparently they went into that server and deleted as much as they thought they could. Like, that was damning.
There's not like super hard evidence other than Ava Chris Tyson was friends with a 13-year-old named Lava, and Lava and Ava Chris Tyson met and they were friends, and they said some weird stuff back and forth to each other. Like, Ava Chris Tyson would be like, he would call Lava dad and stuff like that.
Also, he's a lolicon.
Oh yeah, that's a yikes. Oh, I forgot about that.
Also, he's asking for like porn of Caillou from like kids networks. So.
Yeah, no way.
Yeah.
He supports
What's his name?
Shadman.
Yeah.
Shadman is like a renowned like porn artist who just makes like some vile shit. Like, I've seen it without like, I'm not like out there looking for it, but like I've seen it just because I've been on the internet for so long. Yeah. And it's vile. He draws just like the worst shit ever of underage characters. He drew Keemstar's daughter when she was 8. Whoa.
That's normal.
Whoa.
Yeah, like crazy.
That is like a cardinal sin, dude. You are.
That's weird. That's really weird.
Yeah. It's bad.
It sucks. Our artwork, when it comes to like anime lolicon stuff, like, there's no hard line, and my hard line has always been if the character looks like a child, then you're weird for like, and I'm saying like Anya, or like from Spy X Family, or like the kids from Erased, or like something like that. If a character looks like Marin Kitigawa from My Dress Up Darling, or like, and I'm comparing her to like characters like Chizuru from Rent a Girlfriend, they all look the same age, and maybe someone can argue that they don't, or that they do, or whatever. But it's so subjective at some point that I think the line for me is just turned into, if they look like a kid, then it's weird. I'm
kind of on the same wavelength as you. I guess my thing is kind of just like
same
like
situation.
I just hate when animes do the thing of like, oh, this character looks like a 4-year-old, but they're actually 1,000 years old, Maid Dragon, and I'm like, okay,
or like when like I don't care. I like Mikasa Ackerman. I think she's like adorable, right? Yeah. And obviously, like, we've seen her from being 14 to 22, I think. And the one you see in season 1 where she's just attacking titans and she's 16, 15 years old, she looks exactly the same as she does when she's 19 in other scenes. So like, that's why like the anime age thing is such a weird topic, because like the artists just don't do the job making the character look older. So
yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
No, it's all messed up. It's okay, Snazzy. I'm also gonna out myself. I like Colin from Code Geass.
Oh no! Isn't she like a minor? What?
Dude, how old is she at the end? Wait.
Yeah.
How old is she at the in the movie?
Let me look it up.
They're out of high school, right?
She's 16 to 17 in the first bit, and then she's 18 in R2.
Interesting. Okay.
And she looks exactly the same. You know.
The same, yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out Colin. That's my goat. That's my nightmare pilot.
Yeah. So obviously, the Ava Christensen stuff started happening, and everyone kind of, he kind of took himself out. He was like, I'm not gonna be around anymore. Peace out, guys. And everyone was kind of.
Breast was like, yeah, it's over for you, pal.
And then Dogpack 404 showed up.
This just random guy out of nowhere, new channel, like nothing on it, drops a video randomly, gets like 15 million views.
Yeah. And it had some weak points. It also had some strong stuff in it, like things that like do matter, and then things that obviously don't. Like Mr.Beast is lying about like if the thing is real, and I'm like sitting here like,
Mr.
I don't care if the video
CGI in his videos, like,
like
be serious?
No one cares. Like that's such a like I don't have enough energy in my life to care about that.
Nothing burger argument, yeah. 100%.
Yeah, but then there's like the illegal lottery conversation, which has not been. Like, no one's talked about it from the Mr.Beast team, because it's obviously wrong. But at the same time...
The thing, though, it's like, I don't think Jimmy was breaking the law on purpose. YouTubers have been doing giveaways for years. It's part of the YouTube
He probably wasn't
thinking...
Like... He probably wasn't thinking to himself, I'm going to purposely break section 404... Or, wow, I just said the same number. Section 2 of... statement 3 in this document that says I can't do a illegal lottery. Like, he probably just said, like, oh, this is kind of cool, I'll just do this because it'll make more money. Like, I don't know, I could see that, like, myself doing that by accident. Like,
yeah, 100%.
And he's how old? How old is Mr.Beast?
23, 24.
Yeah.
He's not much older than you, actually.
He was probably 21 or 20 when he did that. I think, right?
Yeah. No, he had only like 15 million subs at the time, so it was probably like 2021 territory, Mr. Breast. So,
yeah. So, like, I get the problem with the stuff that they talked about. I think it's wrong, and I think he should apologize. But I also, as like in terms of PR, I don't think he should. I think that interestingly
enough, he is going to make a video. Dogpack says there's one more video on the way, and after the third video, Mr. Breast will respond to Dogpack.
Mr. Breast said he was going to respond?
Yeah, Ludwig got on call with him. Him and Ludwig are friends. I dabble in a bit of Ludwig.
I saw that video, actually.
Yeah, Ludwig was like, yeah, I talked to Mr. Breast. He said after the third video drops, I will make a response, so I don't have to make 3 different response videos. I can just make one big one.
Okay. I'm surprised. Okay, cool. I'm surprised he's going to, because his audience, like, I know the 15 million views is a lot of views, or whatever. But what's not a lot of views? How like this, the video has 15 million views, but his videos get 200, 300 million views. And these are all children, 9-year-olds that don't care about controversies, or they just want to see the funny, guy give money away. Like, it's not something that's going to affect his view counts. I'm surprised he would even think about responding to it.
Mr. Beast, I love Feastables chocolate bars. Please sponsor me.
Yeah, please sponsor us, Mr. Beast.
Sponsor, you go, sir.
We want the Feastable. Yeah.
Please, Feastables. I love these nuts flavor. I love Carl's grilled cheese. Please.
I actually was subbed to the guy before he had 50,000 subscribers, and I've known him since.
I was probably subbed around the same time, actually. I wish I could find the exact moment I subbed him. I can't remember, but I was there for the early days when he was doing like the worst intros on YouTube.
Worst intros on YouTube. Yep.
And like, just being silly.
I think that
giant Asian sticker, grandma inhaler.
I haven't mentioned this to you before. I have a friend, or not a friend, a family member who works for another giant. I can't remember his name, but he was one of the big. There was 2 YouTubers. It was him and Mr.Beast who they were the first people to employ an analytics person to actually like do research on their analytics so that they could blow their videos up on YouTube better.
Yeah.
All this stuff, like, YouTube has like a really nice back end with all like these like things for you to see about like your viewer counts, what people are searching, and all that stuff. That all didn't exist 8 years ago. And my cousin is one of the people who actually basically built that from the ground up. And she works for the other YouTuber. Have you ever seen that video where it's like, it's like a meme where like they like are looking out of a balcony and there's all these minions, like people dressed up as minions.
Oh yeah.
It's that YouTuber.
Wow. Okay.
So my cousin works for him. And she mentioned how working for him is like working for a toddler. Like a grown man who behaves like a toddler because they are a toddler. And I like hearing that, and now thinking about Mr.Beast, obviously, I could totally see, like we said earlier, I think that it's very plausible that Mr.Beast just wasn't thinking about it in this situation, you know? But yeah, there's certain things that are not like great, like obviously we haven't mentioned the big second video that dropped with what's his face, I can't remember his name, the dude who played in the solitary confinement video.
Jake Weddle.
Yeah, what do you think about that whole situation?
Jake Weddle. I saw a really funny tweet. It was like it was like the autistic friend you invite to hang out, but all he does is just talk about his hyperfixation. Because basically, Jake Weddle was like, I want to be in a Mr.Beast video, but I also want to interject my stand-up comedy routine into the videos, Jimmy. And Mr. Breast is like, no.
He did come across as selfish a little bit in the video.
Yeah,
I'll admit.
I'm like, are we serious? Yeah. Real talk. I don't hate this guy. I just thought the tweet was funny.
No. Yeah.
He's probably cool. I watched a bit of the video. My takeaway from it is he did a Mr. Breast challenge where he was in solitary confinement, and apparently he just got treated bad while doing it.
Yeah. And I have two things to say about that. Like obviously, Mr.Beast is not a official game show. People are treating him like he is. He's not official. He has this game show thing that he's built from the ground up. He's not perfect, right? There's gonna be things that fall through, things that don't work out properly. He's obviously he's thinking about budget and all that stuff. But the other thing to talk about is we actually kind of mentioned it with the controversy, or with the Fire Monkey thing, and also your thing that you dealt with. People don't speak up when they're under pressure, or when they're in situations that they don't feel comfortable. Yeah. Ludwig came up with a really good point, though. I don't know. Did you remember? Did he mention Masubi? The dude who played the Japanese game show dude who was in solitary confinement for money.
Yeah. I watched the Pyro live video about Mr. Breast. I didn't watch the Ludwig one, but Pyro basically covered the same exact thing.
That Japanese guy, right?
Yeah. Him.
It's true that there is definitely like, if you told me I'm gonna get $10,000 every day I sit in this room, well, like, I don't know if I'd ever leave, because I want that money so bad. But like, and I'd put myself in such a bad scenario for that, because like, oh, I'm gonna get hundreds of thousands of dollars anyway. Like what? I can suffer for a little bit. Like, who cares?
I think calling Mr. Breast a fucking like war criminal is
that's too
insane.
Far.
Yeah, he's not a war criminal. You can leave whenever you want. It is basically a game show.
The people who are stuck in war crime scenarios can't leave.
Yeah.
You know.
Have you guys ever watched Wipeout? Wipeout was one of my favorite
shows. I love Wipeout.
Loved Wipeout. I love that show.
Hilarious.
In fact, that show was what got me into being a YouTuber and wanting to do commentating.
Oh, really?
Because I loved John Anderson and John Henson's commentating style. They were so funny. What I'm trying to get at is like, those people accept the contract to go there and participate in Wipeout, and they get hurt and they get bruised, and they fall over. But they are competing for money. It is entertaining. There's a entertainment value there. Yeah. And in my opinion, like, if you really don't want to do it, you can leave. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna be sad. Yeah. But you can leave.
He should have left in the situation he was in. I understand why he didn't at the same time, because obviously money's great. Money is a thing. But I also think that this has been blown out of proportion, like you said. I'm curious what this this final video will be. I think that I am shocked that he's gonna respond at all. Like, I actually thought he would just not say anything, because, like, if I was him, I would just not say a thing. And unless his third video is like a bombshell and it like could criminally
he's
like
probably going to cover the Jake the Viking's family member was employed under Mr.Beast while being a known sexual offender.
I thought that didn't they mention? I thought it had to do with the CEO. Apparently, the secret CEO that they haven't mentioned yet.
Oh, I mean that's also a thing. But I was referring to Jake the Viking when he was working at Mr.Beast. He got one of his family members to work there, and that family member of his named Delaware, which, like, dude, we're named after a state. Okay.
Yeah, Delaware is interesting.
Like, yeah, that's besides the point. Apparently, he was like a sex offender.
Yeah.
Keyword is apparently. Jake the Viking was like, yeah, when he was 18, some 16-year-old set him up, and he went to jail for life. And I'm like,
yeah.
Okay.
He didn't.
Okay, like, even if that's true, because we don't know, that's just what Jake the Viking. Even if that's true, you should not employ a sex offender to your company.
Yeah.
Especially when it's targeted towards kids.
You know what sucks?
Should not done it.
Like, I agree. I also think it does suck that, like, let's say this is the case, right? Like, let's say he got in a bad situation. Like, I know lots of people have been in bad situations, and they're very good people. And it does suck when someone gets in a bad spot. They did something stupid, and, like, you lose the opportunity. You lose opportunities because of that non-forgiveness.
Yeah.
And I hope that justice is done. Like, that this guy, like, if he's really, like, a horrible person, please don't let him on the, like, you know, he got fired at some point, right?
Yes. Then justice needs to be served to that person, because they are actively putting people in danger and are a menace to society. Guys, brave statement only here on this podcast. Sex offenders shouldn't work at companies targeted towards kids.
Yeah.
Brave statement only here on this channel.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
yeah,
that's all I can really say.
Yeah. Interesting situation. It's also YouTube's golden boy.
Yeah.
They've been trying to keep this under the
I mean, hey,
PewDiePie
PewDiePie was YouTube's golden boy, and he went through controversy, and he came out the other end having a wife and a kid and living his best life.
And everyone loves
retired.
him.
Yeah, and I mean,
people make jokes. He makes jokes about the thing himself.
Yeah,
yeah.
Though these are different. These are like war criminals allegations. PewDiePie's allegation was like, I said the N-word on the bridge, which, you know, is bad.
I hope Dogpack walks that back, actually. Like, in his next video, I think he really should say, like, I understand the difference, because someone, I think it was Ludwig, like, said this. Saying it's a war crime and, like, these big words that, like, make it sound horrible, like, in the end, I think make you sound less credible, because you're blowing it out of proportion. You are. Yeah. I think that this guy should come out and say,
don't say you're not blowing out of proportion. You are.
Yeah.
Like, let's just admit.
They're purposely doing it for
attention.
Ramping
it up.
To make people look at the video, to watch it, you know? And I think he should say at the beginning of the video, like, hey, this obviously isn't the same as, like, a Vietnamese prisoner of war.
This is super random. Apparently, according to another Mr.Beast employee, apparently Dogpack came to work on shrooms, which, if that's true...
Oh, yeah, he's done drugs. Yeah.
Really, really weird. Don't go to work on drugs. Don't do that. I'm
curious what Mr.Beast will have to say about this dude, if there is anything to say about him.
He probably doesn't even know. Like, I'm so serious.
It'll probably be if he does respond to this, by the way, I think it'll either only be posted on Twitter, or they'll post it on, or he'll post it on, like, his second channel or something. It's like,
really?
What
I would say that's incredibly disingenuous. I think he should post it on his main.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, whoa. Post it on his main if he actually has factual evidence to back up the fact that he didn't do the stuff, or he can deny and divert the allegations away from him. Like, if he actually has anything to say. If he's blowing smoke into our ears and he's saying nothing of substance, like a certain person that I know in a certain video, He should not upload it. But yeah.
Well, yeah. There's been a lot going on the last week and a half.
Seriously.
Robo, are we on our way out here today?
Yeah, no, I think this is a good episode. We got to cover some good stuff here, some good ground.
Yeah.
Cool. What have we learned in this episode? I'm about to give like my summary. Forgive people.
Yeah.
Don't blow things out of proportion.
Don't be a weirdo.
Don't be a pedophile. Don't be a creeper. Don't be a weirdo. Don't be a weirdo, chat. And lastly, just thank you guys for listening to the EgoSurf Podcast. My name is RoboMan. This is my co-host, Snazzy Blocks.
Hello.
And we'll see you guys in the next EgoSurf episode. The live action one. I swear to God, if Ezra doesn't give me that fudge, I'm gonna kill him.